All right, we have the pleasure of talking to Josh Atencio here for Pulso Sports and Sounder Heart. Josh, first of all, first time back in Lumen, in Seattle, the place where obviously you spent so many years at, and kind of the place where you kind of made yourself in. What were your thoughts? What did you feel being back?
I felt really welcomed back from the second I stepped out today. The fans were really welcoming. I saw a lot of familiar faces and a lot of smiles from guys that I know and that I respect, and just really good friends of mine. So it was an amazing reception. I really didn't expect it. A lot of smiles on the fans' faces, and it was a really happy moment for me to step back on that field.
Obviously, appreciation is there, but you've moved on to a situation where now you're every game starter. Your minutes have increased incredibly. How have you dealt with that switch of moving from Seattle to the situation that you're now in Colorado?
Yeah, I'm extremely grateful. I was grateful for everything here in Seattle, but for Colorado to show a lot of faith and a lot of trust in me to bring me in, and they were very welcoming to me, and they've put a lot of faith in me, and I'm really happy every time I can step out there on the field. It's everything I wanted to be a big contributor for a club.
Any conversations with Brian Smetzer today, or any other coaches that kind of they groomed you, they saw you grow here?
Yeah, I'm extremely grateful and love a lot of these guys. I saw Andy Rose, Schmetzer. I was able to talk to when I went on the field, shake his hand, and after this I'll go see everybody else. So really close with everybody still, and it's really nice to see them face to face.
I'll ask you this, and you can answer it in any way. I mean, obviously there's always a sense of gratitude, but does it feel like maybe were you held back at all, here by the fact that you didn't get a lot of minutes, or you don't think about that, you think more of like that development that you had in Seattle?
I owe a lot to the club. The club was always very good to me, and I owe a lot of my development and the player that I am now to the staff over there, many guys that have come and gone, and everybody that's still there. So I'm really grateful, and have nothing but love for the club. So.
Now, moving into this game, you don't get to start, but you do come into this game. You are the difference maker in the second half. That was the best part of today's game for Colorado. How did you see it from your standpoint?
Yeah, it's a great result for us. Obviously, it isn't an easy place to go. The fans are into it, the players are into it, and they play with a lot of speed. So it's I think they said that was the first time anyone's ever come back here from 3 goals down. So it means a lot to us to be able to come here and play a very good game of soccer and to get a result.
What was the key in terms of the adjustments that maybe Chris Armas made in that second half?
Yeah, it was I thought we came out in the second half not scared, I think it was a solid 90-minute performance. I think from the first whistle, everybody came out, and they came out ready to play and try to win this game. I think things just started to connect a little bit more there in the second half, and we started to put the chances away. So it was a good result. I think it's a good 90-minute performance for us, and happy with it. Happy to get a result.
And finally, here's the last question. Obviously, where do you feel like you have grown here with the Chris Osmer system, playing the pivots for this specific team, and where do you see your development going on for the rest of the year?
Yeah, I felt like I've really grown into just being more of a ball winner. I think I've always seen myself as that, but sometimes I'd put myself into situations where I was maybe too aggressive or overstepped. It happened a couple times tonight, but I think I'm more and more so I'm starting to come away with these duels, and I think that's something that happened, something that they've put a lot of trust in me to do for the team, and something where I think I'm going to continue to grow. So.
Thanks, Josh.